Congratulations on the victory. You've had a few minutes to digest it. How are you feeling?
I feel all right. You know, I'm very happy that I got the victory, especially after having COVID and stuff. I didn't know how my body was going to respond out there. So I wasn't too happy with especially the first round of the fight. Couldn't find my timing or anything like that. But the further the fight went, I managed to change my approach and get the fight to the ground and do what I do best.
Did you feel anything from the COVID, or was it okay?
Yeah, hard to say. It's impossible, that I wasn't in my best shape in there, for sure. Maybe I could have had a little bit higher pace if I didn't have COVID. I don't know, man, but hard to say. Didn't feel too bad.
It seemed like, you talk about the cardio, it seemed that you outlasted him, right? He seemed to slow down, especially towards the end of the second round and certainly in the third. Did you know that he was going to come on strong and then start to fade?
Yeah, but originally I knew that. And, for me to have a high pace in the fights is usually always good for me, but I didn't know because of the sickness this time. But I do know that even if I don't have the cardio in place, I always have my heart, and I know that I can dig deep.
When you say in the first round you couldn't get your timing and stuff, and you were thinking about the COVID, during the first round, do you start thinking like, oh shit, is this the COVID that's affecting me, or what's going through your mind?
No, I'm just like, man, where is he? Trying to find my jab. He's finding his. He starts to hit me. I can't hit him. So I understood that. Okay, I need to pressure a little bit more. My corner said to me, you need to be more active. You can't just wait for him. So put a little bit more pressure and get him closer to the fence and in the clinch. So that was my adjustment.
Cool. We came in with the heat, like a wood fire oven. When would you like to get back in there?
It depends on when I have a good opponent. So, but I want one more fight this year for sure. So, if any of the big guys are ready for me this year, I'm up for it.
Congrats.
Thank you very much.
When you were trying to get over the hump where you felt like just things weren't maybe clicking, was it something that the corner said to you that helped get it forward, or was it something just mentally that you had to get to a certain point in your head to overcome it?
It was both. They said to me, you need to be more active, man. You can't just wait there, Start to throw things, start to feint, start to pressure. And, I was just like, what I'm doing, I wanted so bad to find that perfect timing and just start to hit him, But no, I needed to mix things up and put the pressure on him.
Did you so does that get you some confidence? I mean, knowing that you were going in there with some questions and what your cardio and everything would be, do you now feel like that's in the past now, that now you don't have to worry about it? Or is it still that you're going to go back and look at your performance and think like, was I not performing at my peak here? Or how do you feel about it?
The physical shape is definitely going to be better in the future, that I know. But I'm not disappointed at that part because that was out of my control. What I'm a little bit disappointed of is my, my timing in the beginning there. I wasn't completely ready for that, and if I could do it again, I would have put a little bit longer combinations and a little bit more aggressive head movements, put some more pressure on him. That's what I should have done, looking back to it.
Well, I was going to say, we'll talk about that a little bit. What was the game plan for Edmund coming in here?
I wanted to build things around my jab, hit him with my jab, and start to work on my other stuff around that, And when I didn't find it, it was like, all right, so am I supposed to start on my other stuff now? So that's kind of what I thought. Okay, I need to just go in with a little bit more confidence and start to get things together here because this fight is slipping out of my hands.
Well, and he seems like he's been one of these guys that has a lot of potential. He's kind of been, his stock has been rising. He seems like a contender, or somebody that at some point has a lot of skills. What did you think of his overall ability? Was there anything that surprised you, and did he maybe show you something that you didn't think he was possibly capable of?
Not really, but he confirmed a few things. As long as you have a clean, nice stand-up fight with a little bit of distance in between us, that's where he shines, you know. That's where he is really, really, really good. And he probably is one of the best in the division there. But when you roughen things up, you know, and put on a high pace and fighting in all of the areas of MMA, that's where he needs to become a little bit better.
So what's the immediate plan? Do you go back, do you rest a little bit? Do you jump right back into the gym? What's the next step right after this?
You know, get back, rest a little bit, and start to train again. I'm longing for the training, and I can't wait to get back in there and work towards new goals.
Is there any particular person? You know, I know a lot of people, not necessarily calling out what, you know, your path to the title or anything, but are there other fighters that you're hoping to maybe challenge yourself that you think, you know, that you've never had a chance to get in there and fight with?
Yeah, you know, I want to be fighting guys like Robert Whittaker. I would love to fight Paulo Costa. You know, the winner of Brunson and Till could be a potential fight. So yeah, those guys.
That would be awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hey Jack, if you wouldn't mind just kind of expanding a little bit about what you were just talking about with Edmund, specifically when he was on the ground, you were able to kind of have your way down there. Was he making technical mistakes, or how would you describe his ground game when he was down there?
Not big technical mistakes, but I do read the game right. So he actually did the right things. That's also why I was able to read it. And you know, he did. Like in the end there, when he was stuck in the half guard, he tried everything he could to, you know, dig the underhook, to frame and to hip escape and all of those things. But as soon as he tried, I punched him or I regained my position. I made it really, really hard for him. So, you know, I think that if he just gets a few more tools in his arsenal, he will be even more effective. But he definitely has some skills on the ground, that's for sure.
And then one last thing for you, when you were mentioning potential opponents, I know Luke Rockhold has expressed a desire to come back, and he says he's kind of looking for the right fight. Is that one that would interest you, or you got your eyes kind of set higher than Luke right now?
Well, you know, he has been away for so long, so I don't know, but he's, you know, former, you know, yeah, he might be an interesting guy. I have to think a little bit about that, but he has been gone for a long time, so maybe he's not very relevant right now. I would prefer that he fought someone else first, and you know, if he's still in the game, you know, still up there, I would love to fight him. Thank you. Appreciate it.